Hey guys, this is Sawyer from Sawyer in the Middle. Today I'm going to show you part of my classic video game collection, starting with my first console, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Hope you enjoy. So this is my Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt cartridge. It has a little bit of scratches on it because when I was playing it, when I had to take it out, I had to use pliers because my NES is refurbished and the prongs are extremely tight. So that's pretty much it. So this is the game. It's on a flat screen. When we first started the video, it was on that tube TV because that's how Duck Hunt works. That's the only reason we have it. And well, I'm gonna stop talking because I've already said all this. If you look hard enough, Mario has like a bunch of spots all over him, and if you play on a tube TV, the spots are gone because these games are built to look. They're built for older TVs, not new ones like these. So it's a pretty good game by itself. So these are Mario Bros. 2. As you can see, one of them looks more like the cartridge for regular Mario Bros. That's because this one, Mario Brothers 2, here has the radish and stuff. That is actually a remake for America. It's called Doki Doki Panic in Japan. This one right here is the one for Japan, and that one, the one for Japan is extremely hard. And this one here is a little bit hard, but not nearly as hard. So this one is, well, I'm not actually playing right now, this is CPU. But this is, the Lost Levels, or Mario Bros. 2 for Japan. As you can see, you can already see it's hard with the poisoned mushrooms. You notice that the 2-player is gone, and you can only play as Mario or Luigi. I'll start with Mario. This one is actually a bit strange because this one is actually copied to be in full English rather than the ones imported. Mario Bros. 2 would not be released in America until the Super Mario Bros. All-Star series on the Super Nintendo. Gotta get back there because there is a 1-up. I didn't know that was possible. And that's pretty much the basics of this game, except harder. So this is Mario Bros. 2 Mario Madness. As you can see, there's Luigi, Shy Guys, Toad, Mario, Peach. And here's the story, so I'll be quiet. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Princess Peach. I'll start with Mario. I'll do about half the level for time reasons, I think. So Mario is easy to control. He has average power. He's not as fast as most characters. In this game, you can see that there's no power-ups. There's only these vegetables. So that's pretty much it for Mario. So this is Luigi. Same thing, he has the flutter jump. I think that's what you call it. So he falls slower, and he is a little bit harder to control on the ground, but much easier to play as than in the lost levels. And when I was playing as Mario, I got killed, well, I got hit right there. So that's easy for him to get up there. Ah! Well, that was bad. So that's pretty much it for Luigi. So this is Toad. Unlike most Toads, this one is actually playable and not a newer game. There's very few NES games where you can play as him. So he can't jump high. He's pretty fast, but his main thing is his strength. It's quite annoying to play as him because you can't jump nearly as high as any of the other characters. So this is Princess Toadstool or Princess Peach or whatever.
Whichever you prefer to say.
Yeah. You can't actually see what her special ability is right then, so when she jumps, she can float. Like most Mario games, but I don't know this as a fact, but I am pretty sure that this is the first game she could float in. So this is the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartridge. It's pretty cool because it has Mario with his Tanuki suit or raccoon suit or whatever it's called. I forget, whichever one you prefer. This one is actually sort of weird because we get this at a video game store in Charlotte. This one says Tony DeLuny on it. Wonder who that is. Facebook stalk him for me. And that's it for Mario Bros. 3. So this is Super Mario Bros. 3, my favorite Mario game of all time. It's kind of weird because this one has the 2-player mode, unlike Mario Madness. And it's also weird because all the Goomba smashing and Koopa shell throwing and stuff was not in the sequel, but yet it's all back here. I remember watching a video about this. I don't know why I'm saying this, but a lot of people say that this is because when that curtain is drawn when you first put in the game, people say that this is actually a play that Mario and Luigi are performing. This is actually the first place to have the Tanuki suit as a power-up. It's a pretty good thing because the whole thing where you can break locks with it is, I think that's crazy useful. This game is also the first game that had a Link and Legend of Zelda reference in it with the Warp Zone whistle. It makes the same sound as the whistle Link uses. That's pretty much it. So, I guess that's it. So this is Donkey Kong. It's a port from the arcade. This is the arcade classics. There's another one called Donkey Kong Classics. It doesn't show him. It's all the Donkey Kong games ported onto the cartridge. It's pretty cool. We got this for $25 at the Grid. So let's pop her in and play it.
Alright, this is Donkey Kong, personal favorite. I'm taking over for this one. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so this game is a fun game. It's annoyingly hard, to say the least, but I guess that's kind of how it goes. This is also the first game that Mario has ever appeared in, and I don't know, you could say that it's kind of just that. I think that might be partially to its success now is because of this stupid guy. But I don't know, it's just a fun game to play around with. It's a good one, kind of like a challenge game. I don't know, like one of those games where if you have a bunch of friends over, this might be one that you would kind of like pop in just to see how it goes. But I am not good at it, so yeah.
This is Double Dragon 2: The Revenge. It's a bit different from the first game, not movie. My favorite difference is that you can play on the same screen while you're playing, like 2-player. So you and your friend can play with each other instead of having to take turns like Mario Bros. That's pretty. This is Double Dragon 2: The Revenge. There's all that. 2-player. Wait. Struggles are real, y'all. I'm actually gonna skip all this just because it takes forever. So Tucker is right now the red guy. I'm blue. I'm Savage. Boom! Most notable thing about this game is I've never actually played the first one, so when I was showing the cartridge, that would probably be confusing now. But so either way, my favorite thing about this game is the 2-player, because I only have 2 NES games that me and a friend can play on the same screen. And that's a bit annoying, but it was the 80s and that technology wasn't that big. This is The Legend of Zelda, and it's in a gold cartridge, so it looks cool and it's all shiny. Yay! This game is pretty fun. It's one of those cool puzzle games. It is a bit annoying, especially because back then you couldn't look up, like you couldn't go on the internet and look up all the cheats because you had to like burn this bush. You only had Nintendo Power and some friend who did it. So this is The Legend of Zelda. Oh, wrong controller. These are all my guys. Actually, the top one is mine. These two are the guy we bought it from. So when you first start the game, you get a wooden sword, which is very hard to kill monsters with. I've done a lot of work on this game, so we have like the blue ring, the magical boomerang, all that stuff. A cool thing about this game is it's not one of those ones that came out with the NES. It made it even more popular than it already was in '85. But this one came out in 1986. It was originally made in Japan for the Famicom disk system. I mean, maybe one day we'll make a video about that, but probably not since we don't have one. So, it's a good game. If you can find it, you should definitely pick it up. But if you can, try to get in the gold case just because that was actually a bit way more common than the one in the normal cartridge. Because, besides, who wouldn't want a gold cartridge for a video game? That's it for The Legend of Zelda. This is Gauntlet. It looks a bit different than the other games. It's also one where you and a friend can play on the same screen. Let's pop her in and see if it's any good. This is Gauntlet. It's the same thing. You can play with a friend on the same screen. You can select between 4 different characters, each with their own special abilities. I'm gonna go with this guy. It's got good music and overhead view. For this guy, it takes about 2 hits to completely knock out a ghost. The entire point of the game is to get to the exit warp before time runs out. While the more money you can get, the better. But sometimes it's better to leave the money because time. It's actually a pretty fun game for the time. except compared to other Nintendo titles, it's not the best because the graphics are looks like from an original Atari or something. The gameplay itself is pretty good, except the strongest character in the game is the dude with the axe. But if you want to be anyone else, you pretty much have to kill stuff with 2 hits. The best character to be in the game is the archer because he's so fast. That's pretty much it for this. This is TNC Surf Design. It's a fun game. It's made by not the most well-known studio for games, LJN. It's a fun game by itself. You could either go on a surfboard and surf, obviously, or be this weird dude who looks like Elvis on a skateboard. That's popular. So this is TNC Surf Design. You can either be the street skate session, big wave encounter, and wood and water rage. I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna be the Elvis dude because he's the best. To play, you push B to speed up, and you press A to jump. That was my bad. My dad is the best at this game. He likes to quote shred. The game is pretty hard, or I'm just plain bad at it, but either way, it's still a good game. It's definitely an underrated one. And now for the surfboarding, which is good. If I could ever learn how to surf, I'm gonna be this monkey with the hat. I think this is like Donkey Kong Goes to California or something. Wouldn't that be awesome? The seagulls! Oh, those seagulls. No! 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 This is Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. It's definitely an way underrated third-party game. So the entire point of the game is Mickey has lost all of his silver keys for the Great Parade at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Let's see if it's any good. So this is Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. You can make your own name. I'm gonna go... Oh, I did Kelly with an I. Oh well. There. So this is K, I guess. So it's pretty much a Disney trivia game with a few things, like a few rides and stuff that you get on. I think it's...
Y'all know the question?
I think
Leave
it's...
it in the comments below.
I think it's Deafy. Or not. Alright. I think it's Donald Duck.
Yes!
Alright. Alright, instead of doing Space Mountain, because of time, I'll start with my favorite attraction, the Haunted Mansion. Mickey looks like one of these ghosts. Look at him. Okay. Let's see what they got. Okay, so there's ghouls and you throw candles at them. But you only have 10 candles. Why I like this game so much is because it's not exactly like what you think a Disney game would be like. It's not like the Epic Mickey series or whatever they're calling their new Disney games now. It's actually themed after one of their attractions. Oh. So you have those little health bars. Okay. I think that's it for the Magic Kingdom. Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. So this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on the NES. It was made by Konami, the same company that made Contra and other good games like that. I've never actually done this, but if you can do the quote Konami code, you can get like unlimited turtles or something, which would be up, up, down, down, left, right, VA, and then select start. I've never actually done it because I can't remember, and when I did, it doesn't do anything for me, but I'm sure it'll work. The first thing I noticed about the cartridge is the Ninja Turtles, they don't have their like orange and red headbands, they only have their red masks. Let's pop her in. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you start as Leonardo, you can select between Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello. If you get pizza, you can get extra energy. So let's see what the first level is. So Leonardo uses his katanas as his weapon. Ralph uses his little tiny trident things. Mikey uses his iconic nunchucks. I don't know why I didn't say the rest of them are iconic, but still. And Don uses the staff. Don is my favorite character because the staff is really good for reaching things, but it's really hard to kill anything moving on the ground. I'm pretty sure if they didn't add Donatello in the game, some of the main things that you would have to do would probably be nearly impossible. I keep messing up with my words right now. So this is pretty much the entire game. It's just extremely hard. I've never made it past the first level where you have to swim around. So there's the pizza. Let's see if it does anything good. There we go. So already these weird little monsters are invading all these sewers. And there's the Foot Clan or whatever they're called. And you also get these extra weapons like a boomerang, which you only have a few of. So that's pretty much it for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you also occasionally fight iconic characters like Beatbox and Rocksteady, like here.
Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the landing zone. Currently, I'm pretty sure we have just a few more enemy ships to take down. But, got 9 missiles left. Things are going pretty well. I've been pretty accurate so far, but... Alright, make that 8 missiles. But... I don't know. I don't know exactly how many enemies I have left, but I'm going to guess not too much longer. Oh. Here we go. Hardest part of the game. I usually mess up because I forget the controls, which are weird since there's like barely any. But it's by far the hardest part of the game. I mean, It almost feels like I'm in a real ship right now, you know, with these great graphics. Just,
I think you press B to speed down.
I don't know how to speed down. Oh, we're going low. I don't know how to speed down.
I think you press B.
And these great graphics.
Yeah, you need to speed up.
How do I speed up?
Press A. You need to be at 288 miles an hour. Oh no. Speed up. You gotta hurry because you're almost there. Boom.
Oh yeah! I feel so accomplished right now. Like, I really feel accomplished.
So this is Jackal. You ride around in this Jeep. You shoot enemies and tanks and stuff. It's another, I only have 3 NES games with me that play 2 people on the same screen. So you and a friend can ride around. The entire point of the game is to blow up enemy bases and get all of your comrades. And then almost about right at the end of the level, there will be a little helicopter that you go to, and all your guys will come out and do it. Let's see if it's any good. So this is Jackal. Me and Tucker are playing. Say hi, Tucker.
No.
Okay.
Hi. You don't remember me?
Tucker's the brown Jeep. I'm the green. You press A to shoot missiles and A to fire regular bullets. You can also run over your enemies, which would probably be...
Oh, these great 80s controllers. They like hardly work.
Which is why we love them. You gotta shoot all those little tanks before they blow you up. You get about 5 lives. 0 counts as alive like other games. I can't think of any at the moment. I just shot that. What?
Super Mario Land.
Oh yeah, that. Shoot him. There's all these guys with bazookas, which would probably be fun. Over here, all my guys are coming out of these sheds. Or not sheds. Like that one dude who waves them all out. And these sheds like these contain a general or a colonel, not colonel, in them. It's definitely a good game because all the rare games where on the NES where you can actually play with a friend are pretty slim. The only ones we have are Gauntlet, Double Dragon 2, and this.
I'm dead.
Unfortunately, when you die, you have to collect all your guys. And I keep blowing up. I think almost every time you blow up, one of your guys dies. Because I keep blowing up. Because I'm terrible at this game.
Well, that's just about it, practically.
Yeah.
This is just about how the entire game goes. It's a fun game, though.
On the second level, you fight Medusa heads. Which is good. So that's pretty much it. So this is Back to the Future. It's made by the same company who made TNC Surf Design. It's kind of weird because the game has almost nothing to do with the movie itself. I don't even think you play as Marty McFly. As you can tell, we like our 80s movies and our 80s games. So let's see if it's any good.
Marty, you've got to go back to me. Back to the future.
It's kind of weird because this game doesn't sound anything like the movie soundtrack. But I do like the Hill Valley map.
Honestly, this game has nothing to do with the game, like the movie so much. it's not even funny. Like, please look at the picture down there and try to tell me that has anything to do with the Back to the
And
Future. Like,
you get attacked by bees, and you collect clocks that only give you 1 more second.
yeah.
And you throw
See, look,
bowling balls at people.
I mean, this game is fun, but it's enough to make almost any man go mad. I mean, this poor kid, I don't know who he is. Like, they say he's Marty McFly, but
Where's the vest, and why is he wearing a tank top?
there is some differences. I mean,
And why are there bees?
yeah, for some reason, bees are attacking me. And there's oil.
And that doesn't even look like Biff.
And I'm throwing bowling balls? I don't know. I mean, it's a fun game, but the title is very misleading. It's kind of like if you got a Super Mario game and it was about Link with just the slightest taste of
Like you play Super
Just
Mario World with Link.
yeah, something like that. I mean, this dude looks like Stan Lee. Sorry, I got distracted, so I hit a trash can in the game.
And why are there...
I mean,
I
look
don't
at
know
this.
who's in charge of Hill Valley, but who just leaves barrels and trash cans in the middle of the road?
I mean, this guy must be really allergic to bumblebees or something. I don't know. It's hopeless.
I mean, where's Doc?
Yeah, there's no Doc.
The
no
Back to the Future...
DeLorean.
Back to the Future 2 game is actually somewhat good.
Which he has no idea. He has never played it, so...
I saw one little clip, and it looks somewhat good. Because you get to fly around in the DeLorean.
I mean, if they maybe put this game in where you're in the DeLorean and it's like...
You can withstand bee stings.
But either way. I got 5 seconds left on this, and, well, poor Marty McFly, we're done for, so... That's it for this game.